Greetings, fellow gorehounds, and welcome back to a blood-splattered vlog. I'm the Horror Guru.
And I'm Count Jacula.
And today we're going to talk about It Feeds, a spooky supernatural horror movie from writer-director Chad Archibald about a psychic named Cynthia and her daughter Jordan who have the ability to go inside people's heads and help them work out their inner demons in like a psychiatry sense. But they're literally going inside people's heads like Inception.
Yeah.
They're inceptioning themselves into people's brains. But unfortunately, one day, a little girl shows up at their doorstep with something more inside of her than just psychological problems. An actual demon is inside her, and the creature is feeding on her flesh by burning it. And the characters have to figure out a way to deal with this demon. And that's basically what this movie's about. There's more that happens in this movie, but the twists and turns in this movie, I don't necessarily want to spoil them. Part of the fun of watching this movie is the weird fucking twists it takes. Not weird, but like the unusual twists it takes.
Yeah, the unusual turns it takes.
There's a lot of things that happen in this movie that I didn't expect to happen, and the way this movie like concludes was not the way I expected this movie to go. Especially if you're familiar with like the Conjuring movies or any of these other supernatural superhero movies.
Well, there's definitely a few times when you're like, well, I guess that's not the main character.
Yeah. 100%. And this movie, like, definitely is aware that you've seen these movies for a while now. You've seen Insidious, you've seen The Conjuring, you've seen all of their knockoffs. And the movie takes great pains to take you in different directions. And I appreciated that.
Yeah.
That's not to say this is a religious movie. This is not like The Conjuring.
No. It's much closer to witchcraft than it is like powers of Jesus.
There's spiritualness, but it's like spiritualness in the sense of magic.
Yeah.
And not necessarily in the sense of Jesus or like the Bible.
Yeah.
You know, she goes and talks to a doctor just to get like a scientific perspective at first.
Yeah, because she's just trying to look for any information on
before she goes to the magic.
Yeah.
On the unfortunate side, I do think it relies a little too much on like jump scares in the beginning. At the beginning, it has like the most annoying type of jump scares where it's just like a loud music sting and like a quick shot of something.
Yeah.
But that being said, I liked this movie a lot more than I expected to. I saw the trailer for this movie and I'm like, this is going to be some bullshit.
Yeah, I thought it was just, I was like, why are we watching this?
Yeah. But then as I watched it and as the movie went on, I was like, actually, I'm kind of getting into this.
Yeah, it's a solid like B+.
B+ is a good way to go. I even go like just normal B.
Yeah.
As well. Because like the movie, it's not amazing. It's not going to blow your mind, but it is a perfectly serviceable movie that has some good scares in it. Mainly the second half for me.
Yeah.
A lot of the scares in the second half are better than the first half. It's got some characters that I did enjoy throughout, even though at the beginning I thought I was going to hate the mom. The Cynthia character.
You think you're going to hate the mom.
By the end of it, like, I'm like, oh no, I hate her at the beginning because of what she has to grow out of by the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, she has to grow as a character.
There are times when the plot's a little convenient.
That does happen. There's also a lot of what I would say is clunky expositional dialogue.
Yeah.
A whole lot of like, well, as your daughter, you know that I know.
Yeah, you're like,
especially in the beginning. But the performances make it work even when it is a little clunky. I fucking love the character of Agatha, their friend that helps them throughout this movie.
Yes.
She's great. She doesn't really do a lot until the end of the movie, and then she does a lot.
Yeah.
But for most of the movie, she doesn't really do a lot. She's just kind of there to help the characters emotionally.
Yeah.
And she's also the quirky comic relief, so it works. I like that she is like more middle-aged and not just like a young quirky girl.
Yeah.
She's an older lady who's been through some shit, but is also very awkward and just kind of funny. At any point, I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
There were some things that I was sure was going to happen. Like there's a point in which a character has to be interrogated and I'm like, okay, so she's going to go inside his head and figure out what information she needs to get. But like overall, I was not predicting this movie step by step, and I really like that.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Shawn Ashmore, aka Iceman, from the X-Men movies, who plays the dad of the victim of the monster in this movie. He plays a very shitty dad, but somehow it's still empathetic even though he's shitty.
Yes.
And that's a hard line to like, you know, sit at.
Yeah.
God damn. I've been talking so much, I'm starting to lose my voice. Some films are like very meticulously shot.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
I think of like the way James Wan shoots movies, like the first Insidious, the first Conjuring. Everything's very meticulously shot. This isn't as meticulous as that. And I think if it was, it would probably elevate it
Oh, yeah.
into like
Yeah,
A status.
Yeah, absolutely would. Yeah.
But it's serviceable. The way everything's shot works for the story. Nothing takes you out of the story except for the occasional annoying jump scare. Don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-jump scare. It's just some of the ones in this movie annoyed me a little bit. But I think if it did have that like craftsmanship, if it had that level of craftsmanship, I think it would elevate it. But as it is, I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
So, It Feeds, I think it's a pretty good movie. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, like I said, B+.
B+. And I thought the trailer looked like trash. So if you saw the trailer and thought it looked like trash, it's probably better than you think it is. It's currently available on Hulu. I believe it's on other streaming platforms. If you want to rent it somewhere else, go rent it, check it out. And with that said, let us move on to the spoilers.
Okay, so the possessed kid dies halfway through the fucking movie.
Yeah. The first big twist of this movie, the dad and the daughter are both aware of the monster inside of her.
Yeah.
You think at first that the normal story, the dad's going to be like in denial about the monster inside of her. No,
Right.
He's fully aware of the monster inside of his daughter. And he doesn't want anyone else's help because he doesn't want like Child Protective Services to show up and not believe them.
Yeah.
And take her away. So what he's been doing, apparently, since his wife died,
Yeah.
he's been feeding people to the monster in her place to make sure that his daughter isn't killed.
Right.
So, when the main character's daughter goes snooping around his house, she ends up getting knocked in the head and captured by Shawn Ashmore. She manages to escape with the help of the little girl, but not before the little girl ends up getting shot by the dad accidentally in a scuffle. And the monster, the demon that's been feeding upon the little girl, transfers to the daughter character.
Yeah.
The daughter of the main character, of the psychic. So, now the main character has to deal with this demon no matter what, because it's in her daughter.
Right.
You know? So while she's going around trying to find out everything she can about this demon, fucking surprise cameo from Death from Supernatural.
Yeah.
Julian Riching shows up as the doctor who treated Shawn Ashmore's wife, who had the demon initially.
Yeah.
And while that's going on, Shawn Ashmore shows up and kidnaps her daughter and then buries her in the fucking woods. Because Shawn Ashmore is trying to kill two birds with one stone. You are the reason my daughter was dead, so I'm going to bury you. But also, the demon's inside you, and if I bury you, it will starve down there.
Yeah.
And maybe I will kill it.
Yeah.
So the last half of this movie is her having to find out where her daughter is. And then when she finds out where her daughter is, psychically going inside of her daughter's head to fight the monster, all the while trying to evade the police so the police don't get in the way of everything.
Yeah, so the police don't get in the way of everything, you know, because like if the cops catch her, they're going to separate them, but that is going to give the demon enough time to just eat the girl.
The end of this movie is fucking great. It's probably my favorite part of the movie. It's her and her daughter with like these magical spears stabbing the fucking demon inside of her daughter's head. They go inside the demon's head. They go deeper, Leo.
Yeah, they go deeper, Leo. Funniest part about going into the demon's head. Okay, it's hell. Got it.
Yeah.
But apparently, hell also just turns you into a goth chick.
Yes, they both get these badass goth outfits.
Yeah.
And get like eyeliner and shit.
Yeah. There was a moment where I thought that maybe the goth chick was the demon because of the way it was. I was like, well, wait, what's going on?
The second time I watched it, because I watched it first and then showed Jack the movie. The second time I watched it, I noticed, her outfit's changing with every head she goes into. It's like she goes
I didn't notice that.
When she goes into people's heads, she like gets an appropriate outfit for the environment.
Oh, so that had been happening the whole time.
Yeah.
Noticed.
It's like a subconscious thing. And so like by the time you get to the end and she's in hell and she's in the gothed out outfit, it's an appropriate outfit for the environment.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, it's a good movie. Everyone gives a good performance. I liked the journey at the end. Check out It Feeds, available on various streaming platforms to rent. Where can they find you, Count Jacula?
You follow me here on YouTube. I stream weeknights, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you can follow me on Blue Sky if you look for Count Jacula. What about you?
Y'all know me, I'm the Horror Guru. You can find me on various streaming platforms, social media platforms. But these days, I primarily use all my time on Blue Sky. In fact, I use too much time on Blue Sky.
We're going to need an intervention.
We're going to need an intervention.
Yeah.
We're gonna need an intervention. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And if you'd like to help out either of us more directly, be sure to check out our Patreon pages. And remember, if you decide to go the Patreon route, even $1 a month can go a long way, but we can certainly certainly accept more. If you made it this far into the video, I want you to comment below, and be sure to comment below using the hashtag We're Going Deeper Leo. Use the hashtag We're Going Deeper Leo. That way I know. That way the Jack knows. That way Jack knows. That way the whole world knows that you noticed at the end of this movie that it was kind of like Inception when they went deeper inside the demon's brain. They went inside her brain and then into the demon's brain, which was inside her brain. Going deeper, Leo.
Yeah.
Peace out. And we'll catch y'all later.
More finger guns.